starting.
All right. So this is an exciting one.
I'm Jacob Wilson. That's Andy Brooking. These are my friends Skyler Dawson and Josh Teicher, who are starring in this video. And we are reacting.
It's terrifying children's characters from around the world.
Okay.
This is gonna be really nerve-wracking. Okay, by the way, before we start, this video is made by Blame It on Jorge or George. I'm not sure how to pronounce his name, but pretty good.
Okay, we're gonna watch disturbing childhood characters.
Have you ever tuned into your favorite show as a child and was creeped out by one specific character? And one that wasn't even supposed to be creepy? Sometimes even being the host of the show or its main characters. Well, you're not alone. Apparently tons of children's shows around the world has had these unintentionally creepy, nightmarish characters. So today, we're going to count down 20 unintentionally disturbing kids characters from around the world.
Oh, this is gonna be terrifying.
The Boobahs from Boobah.
Oh, I've seen this on
This show was a British TV program that was produced by Ragdoll Productions. The Boobahs are 5 gumdrop-shaped creatures with big eyes and lights for eyebrows. Their heads are shriveled into their necks and they awkwardly move around and fly with each other. The Boobahs do not speak. Instead, they communicate by making noises like squeaks and cracks. Like other shows on this list, many children, and even some adults, found the Boobahs to be absolutely terrifying. There's just something so unsettling about the way they walk and move. And if that weren't enough, their website could use some help too. Distorted music along.
Okay, I'm not sure what the elevator pitch was like. Like it was like, oh, there's these people, like, it's like Teletubbies but can't communicate, but they communicate through like moving their bodies. Oh, that is
with weird flash games that won't really entertain anyone who's above the age of 3, seem to make this thing a little more terrifying than anything related to this show should be.
Number 19.
The puppets from the...
No.
Is it Alex the guy?
They look creepy, I'll tell you that.
No, it's worse. These things. You do not know what these things are, and I am so glad that you don't know who these, what this is gonna be. It is terrifying.
You're still
Wiggles. The Wiggles was a musical group that performed on children's television from 1991 till now. While several of the cast members of the original group has either left due to physical health or old age, the original series had some pretty weird ideas about some of the side skits. For example, there was The Puppets, which was based on a popular Alvin and the Chipmunks group and TV show at the time. These horrifying things had their own unique look and style, even if their voices were pitched up in the same manner as the titular rodents. They move in rather stilted, disjointed ways, and have pretty...
No. This is like a Five Nights at Freddy's, especially the one in the middle. Oh,
Wiggles, but on crack.
Oh my god, I watched one when I was little, but I haven't seen this creep.
Oh, the one in the
terrible
middle
puppetry
is
to go along with it. They always have these big plastered smiles on their faces and large beady eyes that seem to stare right past you.
Sound curse.
Really, this would feel more at home on a Chucky's film rather than a children's TV show. Nonetheless, the Wiggles puppets gave kids nightmares
Okay,
throughout
that
all of
is
the
yours.
90s.
Oh. You know what I want on this list?
Hey, no, 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 no! He's gonna sing the anthem of hell. Hey, hey, hey!
Where?
Ending the video. Okay.
No.
Fafo,
What
from
is-
the island of Dr.
what?
Moreau.
What?
Fafo is an alien-born
What is-
character
What
from a
is
fictional planet
going
called
on?
Fafolandia.
I think
is
that's
the-
his butt in his face.
I don't think it. Don't say it. This is what would appear like on a shirt of like some American, stereotypical American guy. I'm not
He
sure.
came
Like
to
some
Earth to
middle
form
school
his
kid.
own band called Balloon Magic with a quartet of children. Since his inception, he's grown to become quite popular amongst Brazilian children, getting to have its own program, dolls, and other licensed products.
So bad.
However,
Looks more.
he's still incredibly creepy, and his features are incredibly bizarre. Most notably his strange cheeks that outgrow and sag over his skin,
And not
and
to
his eyes
mention.
that gave off an almost sinister-looking stare.
Oh,
His
Oh.
nightmarish appearance is completely unintentional,
this is so uncomfortable.
but nightmarish nonetheless.
This is
Sasuga Minami from Miburi TV. Miburi TV was a morning Japanese TV show involving children dancing, often with the host Sasuga Minami. She's seen in a one-piece jumpsuit that has patches on it saying some pretty vulgar things all in English.
What?
And while these two might be confusing to a
What?
Japanese audience, the third is well known because of
No,
its close
no,
translation to the
no,
word faku.
No.
There really is no reason.
No.
Well, now you expected. Oh, wait. No, this is not. Well, this is almost like. I'm not gonna say. Continue.
Japanese culture. Japanese culture is one of those things that just they find ways to make it up. Like I find some like commercials interesting, but this has gone too far.
Behind her outfits, and she's even worn it in a number of episodes with little to no backlash. In one confusing episode, the children are seen wearing Nirvana shirts for,
What?
again, no
What?
real reason.
How
You
does
overreact a
Nirvana
lot.
have to
Izzy.
do with this disgusting
She dances
show?
and helps choreograph the children with these inappropriate messages
Okay.
displayed on her shirts.
That looks like the.
Oh.
The Flute from HR Puff and
What?
Stuff.
No, that is not.
This was our children's
terrifying.
show,
That is
only
not
ran for 2
terrifying at
years,
all.
with a
Of
total
course,
of just
because it looks
17
like something out
episodes.
of Fraggle Rock.
The plot involved an 11-year-old boy named Jimmy, who becomes shipwrecked and lands on a deserted island. Him and his friend, a talking flute named Freddy, take a ride on
Freddie
a mysterious
Mercury.
boat that leads him to the living
Have
island.
you heard of those parodies? Freddie
The boat
Mercury gets
was
stuck
actually
in a
being
slide
controlled
and
by a
calls
wicked
out her
witch,
mama.
who used it to lure Jimmy and Freddy to her
a little
castle.
unsettling.
The entire show is full of
Okay, why
strange
is the
human-sized
flute
puppets,
terrifying
and Freddy
when
the flute
literally
is
the
the
yellow marshmallow guy is even scarier?
creepiest looking companion ever. He gives off an unsettling face whenever he talks or just appears on camera. But what's just as terrifying as Freddy the Flute is Witchy Poo, the primary antagonist of the series who's after Freddy the Flute. She rides a large rocket-powered broom and is mean to everyone around her, even her henchmen.
The guys who made it, I forgot what their names are.
What?
Sid and Marty Croft.
And
That's terrifying.
that's all.
The Groke, from the Moomins.
Never.
Oh,
The Groke is a fictional character from the
like
Swedish show
Totoro did
The
something.
Moomins.
We
She's a tall, ghost-like creature, and is known as the biggest threat in Moomin Valley. Cold, creepy, and with a killer stare. Everything this character touches freezes.
that looks like Grimace from McDonald's.
Yeah, that too.
Nick,
If she stays in one spot for more
have you ever
than
seen those Pakistan McDonald's commercials?
But I've seen that Qatar pic. You know that pic?
1 hour, the ground dies, and nothing can ever grow. Is absolutely terrifying.
Oh.
何しに来たんだモラン。ここはお前の来るところではない。
Does sound like
帰れ。そうでないと撃つ。
頭を叩くわよ。この棒で殴るぞ。
The Grok is considered to be one of the most intimidating characters in a children's program. However, she is also considered by others to be one of the most sympathetic and misunderstood villains. Even though she starts out portrayed as an evil and terrifying antagonist, later adaptations depict her as a lonely person who longs for warmth, light, and companionship, but is unable to because of her nature to kill things. She has no control over her appearance and her ability to freeze anything she touches.
Hey, you're not gonna do that now, are you?
I was just testing something out.
Mr. Blobby from Noel's House Party. Noel's House Party was a Saturday night TV show on the BBC, once hailed as the most important show on the BBC by a senior corporation executive. In 2010, Noel's House Party was voted the best Saturday night TV show of all time, according to the Mirror. Despite the positive reception, one of the show's characters was negatively received, and that was Mr. Blobby. Mr. Blobby is an 8-foot, round-shaped pink figure covered in yellow spots. He communicates by
I can just imagine the complaints.
saying the word blobby in a electronically altered
Like
voice
that
and
glob,
expresses
globble, glob,
mood
globble,
through
globble.
the tone of his voice. Mr. Blobby would partake in pranks involving celebrities, where he would act clumsy, childish to irritate them. Mr. Blobby was criticized for his behavior, at one point causing one little girl to cry after throwing her birthday cake onto the floor, which then caused the father to approach the stage and attack Blobby.
Oh, it's so
Mummenschanz
Oh.
from The Muppet
Moment.
Show.
Wait a minute.
On
I've
episode
seen the opening.
124,
I've seen the opening of that show,
the
entitled
Mummenschanz
Mr.
made a
Base.
guest appearance on The Muppet Show. They're an experimental group of dancers formed in Switzerland, made up of performers whose techniques include acting, puppeteering, and other forms of artistry. They mainly perform in black leotards or other minimal attire, with creative masks while remaining completely silent. They also made an appearance on Sesame Street, where they performed several times. One involving 2 cardboard boxes to demonstrate the idea of being sane and different,
Oh, this is.
and another involving freely stretching out each other's masks. These concepts must have been entertaining and even
This is a
fascinating
little
to
off.
adults. But for children,
Hey, Alex,
it must have
want to see something?
No, okay.
Oh, it's Alex the guy. Please maintain him
Confused
in case he
and
blasts the
horrified
theme
them.
of Hell, Alex.
These ominous pale white masks with cold, permanent expressions are menacing. Coupled with the fact that they are surrounded by beloved Muppets makes them even more disturbing.
Oh, these are a little terrifying. What's number 12?
The Phone from Telechat. Telechat is a French television show designed to be a parody of news programs but for kids. It stars puppets of anthropomorphic animals who all act and look in very strange ways. Their movements are so sporadic that it gives off just an uncomfortable vibe, and they all look just as weird too.
Oh.
The cat in the suit frequently has a broken arm, and the ostrich wears lipstick and shows cleavage.
Oh.
But strangest of all,
Oh, this is a little weird.
is the phone with a face. He whispers in the
Oh.
Anchorman
I know that we don't like this, Jacob, but whenever I hear the word the phone, you know what I think of?
Wait. Oh, no,
The
no.
phone is ringing.
Alex, where are you?
Man's ear when he picks him up.
Alex is his
It
brother,
almost
by the
sounds
way.
like he's gasping for air, before completely changing his tone. The show itself doesn't look that bad, and it does have some more frightening moments, like this microphone with an ear attached to it. It has a permanent looking smile stuck on it, and an extremely bothersome voice.
I'm surprised you're not like.
What? What's that?
Surprised you're not super terrified and like.
Morso. From Morso.
My God.
There is honestly not that much information about Morso online. All we do know is that he's a character from a Finnish children's show. Some of the only available footage online is what I assume to be a scene from the show featuring a bear character stirring something and this horrifying, nightmare-inducing, distorted clip of Morso himself.
So unsettling.
The frightening music only helps solidify Morso as a being of children's fears. And without it, he's still scary looking. Again, there's not much I could find about his character, or even what the show was about, which ironically only adds to the creepiness.
So terrifying.
Surprised that's your new reaction to being terrified compared to.
Carbuncle from Ik Mik
What is
Lorland.
that?
This Netherlands show was an educational
Like the guy
program
from
that ran
earlier.
for 2 seasons in 1994. The series was intended to teach children how to read with a method called Learning to Read Safely. It featured a character named Carbuncle, who induced fear into every Dutch child who watched the show. In fact, the show was criticized
stupid.
heavily because of Carbuncle, who many parents thought was too scary for their
looks-
children. Some
No.
even endured nightmares,
Oh my God,
according to
oh
a
my God,
loosely
no,
translated
no,
article.
No.
After the first 20 episodes, Carbuncle was made more kid-friendly by transforming him almost entirely human. This was to inspire viewers to continue watching the series and expand on their education. And, despite the criticism, Ik Mik Lorland was a huge success. Though many Dutch children still recall the terror that was Carbuncle.
What's number 9?
Ananas
What?
from Telefrancis. Telefrancis was a French children's show that ran from 1984 to 1986. The show became a popular teaching tool in Canadian and American schools to teach their students French as a second language. However, the show featured a character named Ananas, a frightening, sporadic talking pineapple who often gets into adventures
That's not
with
really
our
scary though.
It isn't really that scary.
Yeah.
2 main characters. She pretty much never blinks.
You know what's even scary?
No, you don't.
Cuts to an ad.
Don't.
And
You
is usually just
freaking
looking
dare.
around in a dazed stare when she's not speaking. She's almost nothing like her animated counterpart, who always appears in the show's opening title sequence.
That isn't that scary.
There's one episode where she sings and dances in the forest with the 2 other children, again looking
this is
extremely
giving
uncomfortable
creepy
and
vibes.
creepy.
Number 8.
Hartley Hare from Pipkins. There was a 70s kids show in Britain called Pipkins that ran from January 1973 to December 1981.
It's not terrifying.
The show starred a gang of animals such as a pig, a monkey named Topov, an ostrich named Octavia, and a hare
Warden from
named
Sesame
Hartley
Street.
Hare.
That is
He was
not
the most
scary at
daunting
all.
thing about the
That-
show. And while Hartley Hare wasn't intended to be
10
creepy,
years, I'm pretty sure.
he ended up being downright unnerving for some children. The show itself was devoid of any real humor or color, and instead focused on a depressing color scheme. In this video, Hartley talks to children about being naughty.
And today I'm going to talk to you about being naughty.
No.
He then brings out a glove puppet and explains that you can do all sorts of things with a glove puppet.
You know, you can be naughty with a glove puppet, can't you? Michael!
No. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna get something.
Hey, he's gonna blast the theme of hell. Or one of them.
Okay, since he was talking about puppets, look what I found.
Oh, that's Boober Fraggle from Fraggle Rock.
And it still has that thing, so I'm just gonna hide it. Hello, I'm Boober Fraggle.
Most emo.
Oh, dearie me, Michael. We have been getting into lots of trouble, haven't we? Yes, still.
Pipkins
And
was
he eats him.
canceled when its producers, ATV,
Just
lost
like it
its
eats
franchise for the Midlands ITV region. Interestingly, due to videotape damage and poor storage, many of the show's episodes are completely lost.
Good.
Out of 333 episodes, only 135 survived the test of time.
That's a lot of episodes.
The Giant Walrus
Oh.
from Pingu. In the episode titled Pingu's Dream, Pingu falls asleep and finds himself in a
not
dream
scary.
where his igloo home flies away, and then his bed grows legs and moves around. As bizarre as most
I've
dreams
always
go,
wanted my
this
bed
one
to do
seems
that.
fine. Until a giant walrus begins to stalk Pingu. The walrus slowly murmurs inaudible noises before confronting Pingu.
If you say Candyman
Oh, come
5
on.
times, he appears and kills you.
Hell no.
Oh!
No.
Candyman.
This is a horror film.
Candyman. I heard
At least-
you're looking for Candyman.
Oh, that's Yahya Abdul Mahsen II,
CandymanMovie.com for
the
more.
great actor.
That's actually a horror film. Talking
Yeah,
about
I know.
childhood- Oh my god. Oh my god.
I told you.
He traps Pingu in an igloo, and then laughs some more in an uncomfortably deep tone, and must have scared the children watching at home. What's most odd is that he only appeared in this one episode.
What?
It was banned from distribution due to the walrus being frightening for many young viewers. It was also removed from British television in 2003 and was one of the few programs pulled from airing in the United States.
He ate the bed?
Correct.
What?
I like
P
Jar Jar.
Salty from P Salty Songs for Little Praisers. P Salty is described by their website as a songbook, but not just any songbook. A songbook full of songs for children. P Salty in reality is a grown man in a book costume. His face is painted blue, and it appears that he has some sort of clay prosthetic to make his cheeks more pronounced. He is often with and watching a group of kids with his trusty dog Blooper.
Oh.
Blooper is another 30-something man who wears a downright creepy dog costume and is forced to act like a dog. Oftentimes, kids are petting him and treating him like an animal, which includes allowing them to lay in their laps and allowing them to pet his thighs and getting uncomfortably close to his groinal area. It really does scream stranger danger, but really, that is for you to decide.
Monstrosity.
Looks like he's gonna attack these children.
The Puppets from Peppermint
no,
Park.
No.
According to TV tropes,
No.
this 80s TV show can be described as
Yep, there he
straight to
goes
DVD
overreacting.
and straight from hell. And rightfully so.
Oh my
The
god.
main cast of characters
Oh my
is
God.
a scary group of puppets that teaches children lessons like letters, numbers, colors, and so on.
The Muppets.
Take
We have
Ernie,
the
for
Muppets at
example,
home.
who likes to
These are the
sing
Muppets at
about the
home.
letter M.
It's me, Ernie. Today
Oh
on
my-
Peppermint Park,
Ah.
we're
Oh, he's about to go Super Saiyan, or he's about to say something.
Listen. If you're trying to knock off Sesame Street, don't use the same character's name.
Ratatouille got plagiarized by Ratatouille.
It looks like he just. they found something like at a dump and just like, hey, this would make a good puppet. But the scary thing, it looks like someone skinned someone's face and then just wore it.
We're introducing the letter M. It's such a great letter.
The voice cracks are just, isn't it great? And the hands are just terrifying too.
It's marvelous, magnificent. I can't imagine life without the letter M.
You know what M also starts? No, you know what also starts with M? Make this thing stop. Monstrosity. Makes me want to die.
The song is poorly written and sung by a voice that can make ears bleed. There's also Maynard, an old, saggy-looking puppet who sings about the color blue in this clip.
Yes, Statler did LSD.
I said I'm so blue. I used to be yellow.
Still yellow.
Now I'm laid back and mellow.
Not only is the show incredibly obscure.
What is this knockoff Eureka's Castle?
I think it looks like a knockoff of the Dragon Tales Yellow.
It was a
Dragon,
ripoff of Sesame Street. It had an opening title.
You know what? Dragon Tales, Dragon Tales. And it had a voice actor from Fancy Legos.
Yep. Mask of Light.
Little sequence with children and puppets that gave lessons, and even a character that bears a striking resemblance to the Cookie Monster. What really makes the show unnerving is the way they move and the designs themselves.
The eyes are just...
It honestly looks as though there are actors that just had their heads removed and then replaced with a creepy doll.
Okay, on to number 4.
Whizbit. From Whizbit.
No.
Look terrifying.
This 80s show was about an alien magician known as Whizbit, who solves puzzles and finds out his revealed toy. It has a painfully high-pitched and disturbing childlike voice that's annoying, but evil sounding all at the same time.
Barney but a rabbit.
Hey, Whizbit, have you seen what happened?
I certainly have, Wooly.
So accompanied Whizbit and the one-up dance there.
Ratafox Platchta from Slenderco. Definitely one of the more obscure characters on this list. This horrifying puppet is from a Czechoslovakian TV show. It's pretty hard to describe him, but according to a user on Reddit, his name translates to Nosy Blankets. Anyways, in this clip, he's frolicking around and singing an insanely creepy song.
Oh, it's Alex the guy.
Okay, listen. Okay, that's unsettling. So we're gonna lighten the mood.
Hey! You're not gonna.
Hey, I'm not doing.
Do in mind that I am following Alex the guy on Instagram.
No. You can stop recording.
Okay.